probably a reason they tell you not to do this. All right, we're working with a Coates 4040 SA. In the manual, it says 14 and 15 inch wheels. So my question for you is, can you do a 17 inch wheel? I know the manual says 14 and 15. I don't care. This is what I got. So what we're doing here is we're working on a future trophy truck. The reason I say that is because, you know, tires we're putting on there. Oh, where does it say it at? Right here. It says BF Goodrich Baja Champion. So this is a trophy truck. See? See how it looks? It's got all the right trophy truck suspension parts on it. See? The leaf springs in the front are key to trophy truck. It's got like 73 millimeters of travel. You don't even know. This thing is insane. Anyways, I got these old tires are so dry rotted that you could see the air in them. Yeah, I mean, let's see here. Look at the cracking on these. I don't know if you can see it how I can see it, but it's got cracking like in the thread, or in the threads. It's got so much cracking in the tread that I am afraid to drive this anywhere because it's real bad. It's real bad. These tires, I believe, are 20 years old now. It's fine. So I got these ones, not new. Actually, these aren't the new ones. I got this stack of tires that's over there. They're not new. They're pull-offs of somebody's newer Raptor. They're load range E, so they're not super heavy duty, but they'll be perfect for this truck. This thing's a pavement princess. I mean, this is a Baja truck, so it doesn't tow anything. So I figured I'd make this quick video. It's not quick though, because I've been talking for, looks like 2 minutes and 16 seconds now. Showing you how to change a 17-inch wheel with a 35-inch tire on a machine that you're not supposed to put either one of these on there because it's really big. Look at how much clearance we have here. See? This is an issue. Anyways, let's get started. All right, here's the beginning of the process. You get a tire on there, take the valve stem core out. That's why that's making noise. See how this thing's sitting crooked though? It's because it's sitting on that. So once you get a majority of the air out, you could push down on this side and you could tighten this guy down. Or if you're just over ambitious and you can't wait for all the air to bleed out of the valve stem, you just do this. There we go. See how that thing fell all weird? That's because that bead on the bottom is off of there now. But the top, you can break that bead free. The bottom, you might not be able to break the rest of it off of there without flipping the tire around. Oh, this one I did. The first two I did. I had to flip the tire around, but this one worked. So what I had to do is this little guy that's in the bottom that breaks the bottom bead, with it all the way down, it'll hit the wheel. So what I did is I shoved, I'll show you in a second when I take this off, but I shoved a bolt in there to hold it up higher. You know I did. What I did do, I already did one tire, you synced it up there on the Baja truck, is I learned that if I lube this up, it makes this a whole lot easier. On the smaller ones, you don't necessarily need to lube up the ones you take off of there, but this, I learned it makes this a whole lot easier. Because these tires don't really want to move. And I got my fancy little Teflon protector dabby jabby on there. That part, not bad, right? Went together good. Or I guess that came apart good. Next problem is this tire is real super heavy. I gotta lift it up enough so I could stick this in for the bottom bead and step on that hose when I don't want to. And I gotta get this around the bottom part of the tire. I'm sure this is graceful looking on the video there. Probably a reason they tell you not to do this. Hey, the problem that I'm facing, I'm running out of energy here. A lot of freaking work doing this the wrong way. The problem I'm facing is this little Teflon cover guy that's for this bar. It keeps getting caught on the inner lip, so I can't lift this bar up high enough. This little guy, which is to try and help when you got fancy wheels, which these wheels are nice, so I'm trying to not destroy them. This is catching on the lip. I know some of you that smarter than me, have done way more tires on one of these old machines, probably have some tricks. I don't have those tricks. Anyways, let's take a short break. Let me show you one of the splits as to why we're changing these out. Look at this guy. Okay, let's get back to it. This is to try and help protect the wheel, but it ain't working, so. Okay, now the trick is you got to keep the bar from coming up and knocking your teeth out, or you got to hold up the following edge of the tire so it continues to peel off the wheel. If you don't, it'll just keep wrapping around and it doesn't do good. Here we go. There we go. This is why I hate having nice things, because then when you do something so minuscule as this, then you feel bad for doing it. Whatever. Anyways, this is what this wheel looks like on this machine. So this gives you a good idea of what would happen if you don't have this here little spacer piece in there. So you can't see it right now because I've got to go all the way up with it, but go ahead and watch. So see how this falls down like that? And it ain't normal. When you lift it up, see that? Look at this guy. So what I did is I put that spacer in there to keep this stop from falling down. So watch as this goes down. Yeah, if I hit the pedal, that thing's gonna hit the wheel right away. Watch this. Imagine if the tire's on there. See that? That ain't what we want. Because this stop that's in here will just hit and drag on that wheel. See? We don't want that. So we had to put this little spacer guy in here. And what that does, holds everything away from the wheel. Because we don't want to go change a tire and rip half the wheel off, right? Alright, anyway, so let's go get a new tire. Put the new tire on there. You could watch and laugh at me as I'm doing that. We're going to lubricate it up. Basically, way more than you think you need is probably still not good enough. And then we're going to take a little bit of Scotch-Brite, just clean up where the old tire used to sit, so our best chance of sealing. Once again, lube it up. Now if you're big and strong, you might be able to do this without lube. But I'm a little bitch. Okay, get our bar. Gotta rotate a little bit further around. Now I did have problems with this earlier when I did the other one, so I had to do another trick, which is also not the greatest idea, but that's what I did. That didn't sound great, like it might have cut the bead at the tire, but we're just gonna ignore that the best we can. Let's see. I don't know. Okay, let's lube up this side. And we'll put some lube on the wheel itself, since our tool is gliding on the lip of the wheel. And what you're supposed to do is start pushing the bead on the best you can around here. This little tool right here. Here, I'll get you up close so you can see. So this bar, this hook right here goes in here, like this. So you want this to be inside the wheel, and you want the tire to be here, so it's helping to guide on going around that way. So this is what you want that to look like. The trick is, you've got to hold the bead down over here and hold this bar so it doesn't knock your frickin' teeth out. So, be careful. If you don't do it right, see how it starts pulling this part of the wheel back up? So this is the same problem that I ran into last time on the other wheel that I did. You gotta get this freaking tool out of there. It doesn't want to come out. So what I did is I rotated it, and I kept trying to do that, but I just found that it was really tough. So we'll try and rotate it again. What I ended up doing is I just used the bars to pull it across, but let's try and use the machine to do it. We're gonna pick up on this guy, rotate it around without blowing your freaking back out. We got to get it to a point where this bar is like this. So see how the bead is all the way over there? We got to rotate it further. Once again, this is too big for this machine, so it doesn't like to fit. So, reapply the lube. This needs to sit on the inside of the lip of the wheel, like that. And then the only way this can pull around there is this part of the tire, this part of the bead needs to go in the lowest part of the wheel, so the smallest diameter of the wheel. So if you help push it down, the tire will pull into this side of the wheel so it can go over the lip on that side. But you got to do it without knocking yourself in the teeth. I was just too chicken to get that close to it before, but that worked pretty good. Alright, so now that's on there. We just got to get it, the bead set, which that was tricky because of this prop that I put in the bottom, so I'll show you. So to set the bead is weird since we propped up the bottom bead breaker. So the bottom bead breaker looks like this. See how it's already into the to the tire, and it's about an inch above that wheel lip. So what I had to do is break this guy loose and lift this up enough so that it wasn't pressing on the tire. Cause see how far it's into that lip? You ain't never gonna seal like that. So I had to just lift that up and kind of finagle it. You're gonna watch and you're probably gonna laugh. All I'm just doing is kind of trying to help it. These tires are so big that they bead pretty easy. Try and contain the bomb a little bit. Alright, put your valve core back in. That's only about 20 pounds. These tires don't pop on these wheels when they bead, I noticed on the first one. We'll go up to, I think I did 30 in the other one. Kind of sucks I scratched that part of the wheel, but whatever. It's a truck. $27. Yeah, these things take a lot of volume of air. 29.7, that's close enough. Put the valve stem cap back on there. Where's this guy? So now that this thing's fully inflated, you'll see how much this is shimmed up. See how it's holding that tire at an angle? It's because this is so far into that tire. That's the only way I could shim it so it doesn't nail the wheel. But anyways, that's how you change a 35-inch diameter tire with a 17-inch wheel on a Coates 4040. Not supposed to do it, but it does work. You just got to be patient and careful and use a couple of the really fancy words that are usually 4 letters long. All right, have a good day.